78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, country music legend Garth Brooks just keeps getting worse for this guy. I told you I want to cover this story, and this story needs to be given the same media scrutiny, the same attention that the Sean Combs case is getting. This case has a lot of juicy details. I'm sure all y'all love juicy details. There's a 27-page complaint. I read it. 27-page complaint by this woman who is using an anonymous name, but she worked for Garth Brooks' wife initially in the 90s, and then later in the 2000s started to work for Garth Brooks. And she was his hairdresser and makeup artist, and she claims that Garth Brooks has assaulted her on numerous occasions and made her fearful for her safety and all that good stuff, right? Garth Brooks, of course, has denied all of this, right? And he even tried to beat her to the punch by filing a lawsuit against her, saying that she's trying to shake him down, right, with frivolous lawsuits. And the woman is claiming that Garth Brooks took her phone and deleted text messages, but he messed up, and I guess she still had them, probably on the cloud or something like that. So now her attorney is out here saying that Garth Brooks is using the same public relations as P. Diddy or something like that, and all that kind of stuff, and saying that, he basically saying the same thing I'm saying. The Garth Brooks situation needs to get the same amount of attention. Now, so the woman has proof that Garth Brooks, in text messages, according to the lawyer, have proof that, and in this complaint, it's one of the text messages where she clearly told him, like, no means no, what I'm saying, I'm afraid of you, and apparently he's responding to her by, basically letting it be known that there was some sexual situation going on, and so he can't deny that there was at least some sexual stuff going on. So now he's probably going to try to change his story and say that there was some consensual. He's going to try to say there was some consensual sex, but it's too late because you already denied that there were anything going on. See, and this is how, everybody got mad at Diddy about the Cassie situation. So now, because he lied about putting hands on Cassie, now people don't believe nothing Diddy got to say. And it should be the same smoke for Garth Brooks, right? If Garth Brooks is acting like he had no relationship with this woman, and she just trying to shake him down, well, now that there seems to be proof that he did have some type of relationship, and she claims it was not consensual. She says she has the text messages and secret recordings. So it looks like she's been setting this thing up for a while. She secretly recorded them and everything to protect herself. And Garth Brooks, I guess, didn't know the evidence she had. I think he probably thought he got rid of all of it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sure if he can go back and do it over again, he probably would have paid her some hush money to be quiet. But now he's probably going to end up getting a divorce from his wife, and he's probably going to lose everything. And like I say, the situation is this. I feel like the media is not tackling this situation. They're giving Garth Brooks a lot of respect for his privacy, for his family. There are some nasty, disgusting details in this stuff, in this complaint. This woman is talking about he made her refer to his manhood, stroke his ego and stuff like that, and constantly remind him how big he is, all this type of stuff, right? Give it nicknames. It's some nasty work up in here in these in this complaint. You know what I'm saying? And she makes some very vulgar statements. So the fact that the media is not really covering this and giving Garth Brooks and his family all this respect and privacy is kind of disgusting, because they don't get this to none of the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon has some of the most disgusting allegations against him. I'm talking about filthy allegations about Vince McMahon, and they talked about it for 2 days and let it go. You know what I'm saying? They talked about that thing for 2 days. The Netflix special about Vince McMahon was a joke. They talking about, we did all these interviews before the allegations came out, and we didn't know, and all this old stuff. Man, stop it. Stop it. So Vince McMahon got all this. Somebody brought this point up in my comment section. Vince McMahon Despite being accused of running a sex trafficking ring, um, Homeland Security did not kick down his door, did not pull up on his block with tanks. Despite all this nasty allegations against Vince McMahon, uh, um, it's all kind of him and that other guy who used to work for him, Pat Patterson, I think it was accused of messing with, taking advantage of the girls, the men, trafficking, all that kind of stuff, right? YouTubers don't even want to talk about it. It's boring to them. You see, they don't even want to talk about it. But Vince McMahon was given the opportunity to sell off his company, sell off his shares, make sure he can keep his wealth to pass down to his babies. But Diddy, they shut it all down. They done seized his bank accounts. They trying to take the man houses. They done took his kids' passports, so his kids can't. They act like his kids did something wrong. You hear me? This is the difference, and this is why I'm disgusted with a lot of y'all, and y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. I'm disgusted because the energy is not the same, and y'all know the energy ain't the same. If you can't stand nasty stuff and this all these allegations, and you a soldier for justice, then hey, let's get some justice for Garth. Hey, all the victims of Garth Brooks need to come forward, don't they? Huh? Let's get a hotline going for the victims of Garth Brooks. I'm sure it had to be more than one woman, right? Surely it has to be. Why the energy different now? Stephen A. Smith getting on here with these fairy tales, talking about, it's different for Garth Brooks and Diddy. It's night and day. It's totally different because Garth Brooks has a Diddy case was a federal case. Garth Brooks, what the heck? Bro, listen how silly he sounds. Okay, if you commit a homicide, right? Sometimes they call it first degree intentional homicide, right? In some states they call it, the M word that I'm scared to even say on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then in some instances, depending on how it happens, they call it felony M word, right? And sometimes it's a Fed case, and sometimes it's a state case, but it's still a homicide, right? So are you telling me that if Diddy deserves more attention because he allegedly flew some girls out across state lines to have relations with him and his little free calls, and Garth Brooks was in a hotel room savagely beasting some chick, then Diddy's worse because he did it across state line. Stephen A. Smith need to go somewhere and sit down. I swear, this dude got no shame. I'm telling you, none. No shame whatsoever when it comes to buck dancing. Stephen A. Smith will say and do anything to make these people happy and to make these people trust him. I'm telling you, it's pathetic. It really is. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. I tell y'all should go ahead and check out that 27-page complaint. You know, give this story the same attention y'all gave Diddy. Let's hear all the juicy details. You know what I'm saying? You know, 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty ODBC. I'm up out of here. Deuces.